Hi, my name is Feicht, and I am going to be beginning to do more videos. So I went to I saw an amazing speaker last night at my high church where I'm becoming a practitioner, almost finished with that program, and really stepping into my soulful and spiritual path, which I've been on for a long time as a yogi for about 18 years, and owning my own business and teaching kids, being a mom in recovery. It's all been a part of my spiritual path. And last night something was said that really kind of opened my heart, and that it became clear I'm not allowing myself to be seen enough. I kind of hide. I think we all have our ways of hiding in fear. And I bought the book from the speaker. He was amazing. It's called Discovering Your Soul Signature, and it's a 33-day path to purpose, passion, and joy. And it's really about finding your soul's calling. And I'm so grateful I know so much of my soul's calling through kids and yoga, and I have a strong mission and vision for world peace and healing my own heart. So much of what he talked about last night was healing yourself so that you can give more to others. And so I decided to embark on this journey. Some of you know me. About 3 years ago, I did 90 videos in 90 days. I actually did 90 videos in 91 days. I missed one day. And this year, I've been working on my handstands and doing a handstand every day. And that's been I've missed a few, but I'm continuing to do it. And that's not from an ego doing a handstand. It's more of that's a level to push me through my fear, to hang off the earth on my hands. But we're all grounded to this earth, and we're all one, so to speak. And so I decided I wanted to start sharing with you. So I'm not necessarily committing to a video every single day. It may be that way, it may be more, it may be less, but I'm just committing to being more authentic and sharing some of myself. And so this book is a 33-day passion path. And so I've read the first day, which is fear. Oh my gosh, I don't know about you guys, but fear has ruled me. I've been doing some pretty deep, intense therapy around trauma from my childhood. And even though I've done therapy on and off my whole life, and personal development and business development and recovery, fear still really rules me. I, about 6 months ago, started taking medication for ADHD, and that really helped me understand a lot of my own mental health and being able to focus and make choices that are going to benefit me, and dealing with the anxiety. But I think fear, no matter what your history is or what your life is, fear rules us, and fear's not going to go away. Courage is really what we need. And it's not the absence of fear, it's working through and going through the fear. So with all this therapy, the big thing I'm doing EMDR, and it's about feeling the feelings. So the trauma I experienced as a child, which I've shared in other videos, is I pushed it down, I blocked it, I stuffed my feelings and my emotions, and two days ago I had this big, ugly cry, but it was so cathartic. I felt so good. It was just everything was coming out. And what he talked about last night was, as Panache Desai, was feeling the feelings. When the fear comes up, feel it. And I know my history is to disassociate. It's to run away. It's to ignore it, to numb, to mask. And he talks about this. And typically we manage our daily fears in one of three ways. We run. We stand our ground and fight, and it's ironic, my last name is Feicht, I'm a fighter, or we freeze. I do all of those, and he says simply by, and we practiced this last night, simply by feeling your feelings and being aware and stop and noticing them, and then also loving them, we free them. They dissipate. And so I'm really committed to doing that more and more in my days, in my life, and in my business. So much of my business success has been doing that, and so much of what's holding me back in succeeding in business has been doing that. So learning to allow those feelings and the fear and what's showing up. And so how this really relates to yoga is, he talked a lot too, is that if we don't allow ourselves to feel those feelings, they get stored in our body. So if you have pain in your physical body, it's because that emotion is stored there. And this is something I've kind of known, for close to 2 decades with being a yoga practitioner. And yet at the same time, it's an ongoing process to do that. And my own personal yoga practice has been such a transformation, and I'll continue to share about that in these videos. And the reason I'm so passionate about teaching it to kids is most people I meet, when they really start to get what I do, they say, gosh, I wish I had that as a kid. Like, I wish I had the skills to breathe, to feel the emotions, to move my body, to find calm, to realize the monkey mind and the thoughts I'm thinking aren't who I am. And when you slow down on the mat to do that, it's transformative. And with our kids in yoga, we don't necessarily slow down. We're jumping around, we're barking like dogs and down dog. We're busy, we're moving, but we take them on this kind of roller coaster journey in our classes, and we expend that energy and we use it up and we explode it, and then we calm down. And after an hour of yoga, then the kids really they're able to release that. And we're modeling and creating a practice and a habit and a lifestyle that they can really incorporate these tools as they get older. And so if you're new to yoga, if you're an adult and want to do yoga, whether you're a parent or not, take it nice and easy. There's videos on YouTube. I have a free 20-minute video on yogadownload.com. There's so many ways you can start getting into yoga, and it can be 5 minutes a day, but yoga allows us to be in our bodies. So for me now, when I'm really angry, I go into child's pose and I try to breathe into it. And that's when I remember. Sometimes I check out on Netflix. And so I'm committed to being more aware of that. Like, how am I checking out right now? How can I get in my body? How can I breathe? Can I feel it? Because we get triggered all the time by everybody. And last night it was shared that when people trigger you, when you get upset, that's an opportunity for growth. And I love that, because I'm constantly out of my comfort zone. I'm constantly growing and working on that. And I'm realizing, even just came to me recently that my trainings aren't filling up as much as I'd like to, because I'm not out there. I'm not out going to all the yoga classes and meeting these people who would love to do what I'm doing, because I'm a single mom and I have my business. But there's other ways like this that I can do it, that I can connect and share. And I'm committed to working through my fear and to not hiding from it, and using my patterns that I know that I use to isolate and hide. So I hope that something I have shared here has inspired or encouraged you, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment wherever you find this video, and join me in your own development of your soul, of your peace in your heart, in your life. And I have to share one more thing that really came up last night. Have created a program for mindfulness for children, and mindfulness is kind of a buzzword. It's easier than meditation, even though they're kind of the same thing, for kids and for adults, and for us to be present in the moment. Mindfulness is being present in the moment. But what he said last night, he said, what about heartfulness? Heartfulness, be in our hearts and our feelings and our emotions in the moment. Because you know what? Our mind is really full. It's too full. It's stinking thinking. So, but we don't want to be mindless either, right? But we want to be heartful, like in our hearts full. So on that note, I'm going to close, and I want to thank you so much. And this is something I say at the end of all my classes, and it's fun, so I want you to join me. Repeat after me. The light inside of me sees the light inside of you. Namaste, and play. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.